Well, good evening, my britches. We are coming at you in a live stream format for a first impressions, completely unfiltered first impressions of the new Tati Beauty Texture Neutrals Volume 1 palette. I haven't even opened it. Like, I've opened the box, but I haven't actually looked at the palette because I wanted to show you guys exactly what the packaging and everything looked like. So we're going to do a first impressions. I'm going to use as many shades as I can, give you guys my thoughts and opinions because you guys were losing your freaking minds over this palette in my DMs because I posted like a boomerang of just opening the box up. Everybody and their mother was DMing me like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. And everybody's just like waiting for it and all excited over it. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go live. These are just so much fun for me. And you know, I always say, like in all my reviews, I'm like, take what I say always with a grain of salt because my impressions on a product or my thoughts on a product could always change. And it's so different. Makeup is so personal. It's more of like, we're just playing with makeup. I tell you what I think of it. And if it's something that you're interested in, like buy it and form your own opinion on it. Like be your own influencer, if you will. Hi, Kim. Hi, Jordan. What's up, ladies? What's up, my britches? I did this in a different format tonight. And I do have my Instagram handle. Oh, it's on this side. My Instagram handle's on here. And I did this because I can actually like highlight your comments on the screen with this little software. Oh my God, I am dying. See, everybody's so excited about this palette. So I'm like, yes, bitch. So I have people on my Facebook on here. I'm streaming on both my Facebook and my Instagram, my Facebook and my YouTube right now. So you guys will be like, all my britches intertwined. It's so much fun. So if you guys like these types of videos, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up if you're on YouTube. And then if you're on Facebook, make sure you guys share this video. You all know what the dealio is by now. What is up, everybody? Hi, Olivia. Hi, Britches. How you doing? Yes, we love this. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, I haven't even opened this up. Like it's still in the packaging that I received it in. But I first wanted to tell you guys like my whole shopping experience and stuff like that because this was a brand new line, brand new launch. I expected this to sell out, which I'll get into that. So if you guys are wondering my little shopping experience, I pulled it up on my phone because I have my emails. So I ended up purchasing this on the 25th, and then I got my package today, which it's November 4th. So like a week, which is not bad, especially for a new brand. I am not mad about the shipping or anything like that. So I got my order confirmation that day. And then it withdrew from my PayPal that day, I think, or it gave me a PayPal receipt. I like to include this stuff just so people have an idea of just the shopping experience in general. And then it looks like it was shipped out on Tuesday. What's today? I don't even know what today is. Today, Monday? So last Tuesday it was shipped out. So, and these do ship from California. So it took about a week. So it's been a little over a week, but it took about a week to get here. And then I got an email today. My order was out for shipment. So pretty fast turnaround time, which a week is what I usually expect, especially because most of my makeup comes from California anyways. So I'm not mad about waiting like 7 to 10 days. I feel like that's about average. So the shopping experience, okay. I was expecting this to sell out. I wasn't expecting to be able to get this. And I was working overnight the night that it launched. So I woke up late because it launched at, what time did it launch? Do you guys know? I think it launched at like 11 or 12 Eastern Standard Time, and I ended up waking up at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, fuck, I know I totally missed this. I woke up at 3 o'clock. I went to the website just for shits and giggles, and I was still able to order it. I know that it is sold out right now, and Tati has been like all over Twitter, like updating orders, like how many were shipped out. She was all over it, or at least her team was all over it, which I like that. And it was just overall, like, for being a massive beauty influencer, her first line, her first launch, makeup-wise, like, she has her Halo Beauty line, which is, like, the beauty supplements, which I've actually taken. I actually need to, I want to start doing the Kiwi Seed Booster again, because I feel like, especially in, like, wintertime, my skin gets really dried out. So it did launch at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that is, what, 12 o'clock our time? So 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I hit a 3-hour gap right there, and I was still able to buy it. Like, if you guys, if you are, like, deeply attached to YouTube and influencers and stuff like I am, we just had, like, the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star launch happen. Insanity. I ended up not ordering anything just because it was just, like, completely chaotic. The sites were crashing. Like, people were waiting, like, hours to order it. Tati Beauty had like a polar opposite launch. And that's the type of shopping that I like. Like when I feel stressed out about buying something now, I'm just like, fuck it, and I'm not buying it. So I had a really positive first experience with Tati Beauty. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. Let's see. Amanda says, oh, and I ordered the Metropolis palette using 20% off from Sephora. Yes, bitch. You'll have to let us know what you think of it. I fucking love the Metropolis palette. I think it's so fucking expensive, but it's such a good palette. I fucking love it. Like, if you like the color story of that, the formula of it is fire. I love it, but I know it's so fucking expensive. Cassie said, love you. Gonna watch this tomorrow. So freaking excited, but I gotta go to bed. All right, boo-boo. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's see. I got it in 4 minutes. Are you talking about the Jeffree Star or the Tati? Okay, so anybody watching right now, did you guys order the Tati Beauty palette? She's supposed to have like a ton of palettes, so this was the very first one. I swear to God, every time I do my makeup, my nose starts running. It drives me crazy. So did anybody on here order the palette? Again, I had a really good positive first experience with the shipping and everything. I'm like crossing my fingers that everything is good to go in here because like I said, I haven't even opened it. Shireen said, I love the Metropolis palette. I think of you, Britt, every time I use it. I love that. Oh, Wanda said yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to click on that one. My Tati Beauty palette. I ordered the Tati palette and I already used it. Yes, girl. Jennifer said, I stocked up on Laura Mercier powders from the Sephora sale. My Tati palette is supposed to be here tomorrow. Yes, you'll have to let us know what you think of it. Christine says, I'm waiting for the restock. Do you guys like when I'm reading the comments that I actually like click on them and pull them up? Let me know in the live chat or in the comments if you're watching this on the playback. So, okay, this is what the box looks like. I'm not going to show you the other side because it has my address right on the front. So, first impression of the box, Tati looks gorgina. If you don't know who Tati is, if you're watching the video, like it's going to be if you're watching the video now or the playback, I did leave a link to her channel and the website down below if you guys want to go check her out. I love her channel. She does such amazing content. She posts, I think, like 4 or 5 days a week now. Insane upload schedule. And she does all sorts of different types of videos. And I really love her, especially because, I don't know, it seems like when you get to a certain level as a beauty influencer, it seems like they're always doing reviews like of PR products, like stuff that they don't actually buy. Whereas she's always buying she's always buying different things. Like, yes, she still does PR. She does PR hauls and stuff like that. But she still goes out and she still has like that touch of reality, I think. At least that's how I feel. I get very like deeply attached to beauty influencers because I feel like I form like I don't know. I just feel like I form like a bond because I trust what these people say. And she's one of those people, like, if she reviews a product, I don't know. It's almost like I don't listen to anybody anymore because I like to form my own opinions. But her, like, she's somebody that I trust, you know, even though I don't know her in real life. I trust her reviews and everything. So this is what the inside of the packaging looks like. I'll take out the palette right here. So I like it. How cute is that? Beautiful is your story to tell. XO is Tati's. Love that. So cute. So that's what the box looks like. I like the fact that it's nicely packaged, like nicely padded. I like that. I like that it's not like super excessive packaging as well. Like when you order from Ulta, if you buy from Ulta, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where you get your products, you open the box and there's a little bit of padding or like those plastic pieces that are like inflatable and your products are still like banging around because the box is so excessive. I like when the product fits nicely in the package. You follow me? So that's one thing I did really want to make sure I touched on while I was doing this video. That's why I didn't even open this because I wanted you guys to see that because that's something that I really look at as a consumer. And I'm just going to, this is probably so annoying to listen to right now, but I just want to show you guys like how nicely that this is packaged. So we have all of this. Isn't this like environmentally friendly packaging, which is nice because a lot of people are talking about the like heavy waste and all that sort of stuff. And then you have the palette right inside. It's got a nice little plastic sleeve over it, which not necessary, but it's a nice little touch. So we'll take that off, and then this is what the packaging looks like. So fucking cute. I'm going to try to keep it on this side so that way my little name card down here doesn't get in the way. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is an outer sleeve, and then it will pull off Just like that. How cute. I love when they have this packaging because I'm one of those people that keeps all of my makeup in the original packaging because I'm just like OCD and I'm spending a lot of money on this. Like this was a $48 palette. And one thing I did want to mention too is Tati did like a whole like launch video and stuff like that. I love the fact that she actually mentioned where her products are manufactured. She uses Seed Beauty, which is the lab that ColourPop uses, which I love that she was very transparent about that because I don't think I've ever heard a makeup brand say who exactly their lab is. Correct me if you've ever heard anybody, but I just thought that was a really nice touch. I really liked her video in general. So here's the sleeve. You can pull this off. I like to keep all of this packaging. Like I will keep this on here just because I like to, I don't know, I like to keep my investments protected. I'm attached to my makeup. What can I say? Let's see. Jennifer says, Tati is all about environmentally friendly, and I love that she is like that. Same. That's very, very common on like social media, especially right now. I love that she mentioned what lab she used. I did too. Oh, Kara says, hi, Shereen. I tried for 4.5 hours. Don't judge me, but ended up buying it off Poshmark from someone who has a Morphe store near them. Can't wait for the restock. How about you? Oh, so you guys are talking to each other. Like, that's one thing that sucks about reading the comments because you guys talk to each other all the time, which I love that. But it's like, I don't know. I think it's cool, but I like to read back the comments so that people that are watching the playback, they kind of know exactly what I'm talking about. Ali Aquarian says, I cannot wait to see what other color stories she brings out. Oh my God, my imagination is running wild. I know she's going to do so much, and I think it's going to be very consistent. So you have the brand right here. She's got volume 1 right here. I do wish that she like gave the option to buy the PR packages because it almost looks like, you know how in like super trendy YouTuber videos that they have like the stacks of books on the shelves and stuff? That's what her PR packages looks like, which with these palettes, you'll eventually be able to line them up because it does have Tati Beauty and then it has volume 1 right here. You'll be able to line them up and stack them to look like books. But with the PR packages, it just gives you like that chunky look to it, you know? Oh, Kara, don't be sorry. So I really like the packaging. It's super sleek. It's very thin. I do like that because it's very ideal for storing it. So let's get into what the inside of this package looks like. And please don't any of them be broken. Don't any be broken. Okay. None are broken. So this is what the inside of the packaging looks like. You see all the sparkles just reflecting. Ah, yes, bitch. So to get it right out of the way, so there's this little plastic thing over it, which, okay, that's cool. To get it out of the way, do I think that this is like a groundbreaking palette? No. I was so excited about this palette because I love the layout and the structure of it. I love that it works in the rows. I like how it has mattes. What is this? Yeah, mattes, sequins, metallics, and then glitters. I love that just because I don't think it's ever been done before. And this mirror is fucking massive. Like, really nice mirror. I can't wait to touch it. And it is, like, I couldn't tell. I kept watching videos. I'm like, I can't tell, like, how big the palette is. It's a really nice size palette. And the main reason that I wanted to talk about this on social media and everything, like, I was interested in it for myself. But this is a palette that so many people can use. $48 for a lot of people is probably steep. But I mean, if you're buying an eyeshadow palette, it is an investment. If you're buying a good eyeshadow palette, it's worth the price. I feel like out of all makeup, if you were to spend the money on something, like if you bought drugstore everything, palettes are the one thing that's so inconsistent in the drugstore. So I don't know. I never have a problem spending the money on eyeshadow palettes because I feel like 8 times out of 10, it's worth the price. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some that definitely aren't. But I would rather spend the money on eyeshadow palettes versus like foundations and stuff like that. Jennifer says, I was able to get a conspiracy palette bundle, the palette and the mini palette, and the bigger cosmetics bag from BeautyLash as soon as it launched. That's all I was able to get. Yeah, like I started shopping and then it just kept freezing and I was just like, fuck this. I just didn't want to be bothered. I do love how they're organized. I hate using palettes and all of the shimmers, mattes, and everything is all scattered. I feel like sometimes I like it. My nose keeps running. It's driving me crazy. I feel like sometimes I like when they're kind of like all scattered because it kind of forces me to get out of my comfort zone and it allows me to get a little bit more creative. But this one, because they're so neutral and they're all so wearable, I love it. I think you could do looks this way. I think you could still mix the colors around. I just really love it. It's so aesthetic. It's so Tati. I was just really into it as soon as I seen it. And I didn't think a $48 price tag was horrible. Like, I don't know. Some people are probably like, bitch, you're crazy. But I'm a makeup lover. I love to buy makeup. I love to try makeup. I love to talk about makeup. I just love makeup in general. I know not everybody's going to want to spend that much on makeup. I don't have the problem. So let's just dive right in and start using this shit because we've been here for 15 minutes and I haven't done a goddamn thing yet. So let's get into it. I'll get a couple questions really quick. My question about the Tati palette is the quality better than ColourPop shadows? And I haven't done a side-by-side comparison to see if there's a difference. I know Kylie and KKW are the same. See, my thing with ColourPop, this is why I was also intrigued by this, was because I feel like ColourPop is very inconsistent. I don't know, their lip products I'm not really a fan of. Their eyeshadow palettes, it's like, it gives always like that standard, like it's good for its price, but they're never like amazing, at least from what I've experienced. I think I've gotten like one palette, which I'm totally biased towards it because it's a Disney palette. Like anytime they come out with Disney palettes, I always buy them because I'm a Disney freak. Okay, I got Beauty and the Beast back there. That's just my thing. I love it. So I'm always like, it doesn't bother me if it's not good because I just collect it. But every other time I've gotten their palettes, I'm like, okay, they're okay, but they're not like, I wouldn't pay $48 for one of their palettes. That's at least how I feel. She says, diamond baby. All right, so I'm going to not pay attention to the comments for a minute just so I can kind of get into this palette. So first thing I'm going to do, I have a foundation over my lid right now, and then I have like a little bit of powder over the top of it. But I always like blend out because my eyes always crease anyways. So I'll blend this out really quick with my finger, and then I'm just going to dip into Aura. I'm going to just, I don't know. This is how I look at like makeup reviews and first impressions. I hate when there's like instructions on how to use makeup. It's like, it shouldn't be that difficult. Just let me use it the way that I want. Let me live my best fucking life and just use this the way that I normally would. So I'm just going to put Aura all over the lid on both sides because this is the type of shade that I would use to set my concealer, to set the foundation, to set whatever base that I have on my eye. I would use just a matte bone color shade or something that is close to my skin tone or just something like that. I'm noticing with this shade particularly, it's not crazy pigmented, which that doesn't bother me as long as it just sets my concealer. Just by looking at it in the pan, it looks like it would be a lot more pigmented than it really is. And if you guys want, I'll swatch at the end, but I don't like swatching before I actually use the products because it definitely can like adjust the formula, at least just based on how I think. Hi, Casey. Let's see. Is this everyday look? I don't know. I'm just going to kind of go with it. All right, let's see. So I'm going to put, that was the Morphe M532. I bought brushes, but I just haven't put them in my collection yet because I'm going to be decluttering all of my Morphe. So I want to stick with, I definitely want to do an eye using like this row right here, like the berry tones, because I love that. I just want to use as many shades as I can just to see what, I don't know, just what I think of the formulas and stuff. So if it don't come out looking too great, don't fucking judge me, okay? So the next one I want to take is the shade Soothe. So how I understand this is they all have the shade, they all have the same shade name, but they just have a different formula. So it's going to be Memory Matte, Memory Sequin, Memory Metallic, so on and so forth. Or like this one, it'll be Soothe Matte, Soothe Sequin, Soothe Metallic, so on and so forth. Just wanted to get that out there. If you haven't seen this palette before and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? That's the general structure. At least that's what I gather. So let's go in with Soothe. I'm going to use my Sephora Pro Featherweight Crease. This is the number 38. This is one of my favorite eye brushes. Let's go in on this eye first. We'll do the right eye first. This is probably going to be hella long. So grab your wine. I probably should have started off with that. I don't know. I just love live videos because there's no way for me to edit it. Like, you're getting my genuine first impression on this. So right off the bat, I mean, it's not crazy pigmented, but buildable, blendable. This is like a nice transition shade. I wouldn't judge too harshly on this. It's working exactly how I like my eyeshadows to work. I mean, there's some eyeshadows that I have that I don't have to go in so many times, but with eyeshadows, it doesn't bother me to be buildable like that, or they're not insanely pigmented right off the get-go, because it can turn into a fucking disaster real quick when they're super pigmented. I'd rather have a buildable, really nice blendable eyeshadow versus having just a super pigmented eyeshadow that just goes off and you're not expecting it. So I want to go in next with Story in the sequin shade. Now these sequin shades, they're from what it looks like, is they look like they're gonna be, ooh, they're very kick-uppy, very powdery. They look like I can't fucking talk tonight. They look like they're gonna be a more of like a matte formula, but they have like little tiny specks of glitters in there. So it's super cute, it's super pretty. I have seen shadows like this before with Makeup Geek. But I think that these have a little bit more sparkle in them. But I'm curious to see if you could actually see the sparkle when it's actually blended out on the eye. This is really pigmented. So I like to just how this brush, oh my God, it's fun. It's like flaking all over my face right now. I was just trying to remember what I was saying. I like to basically like stab in my crease, and then I'll go and blend everything out. Yeah, that was way more pigmented than I was expecting, but it had a lot of kick up, which kick up doesn't bother me most of the time because normally I do my eyes first before my face. Not today, obviously, because I didn't want to look like a hot ass mess. I had to work today, so I'm like, I better put something on my face today. But this one's out really nice. I do have like this one area on, I think it's on this eye, on my outer corner. It like does not accept pigment for whatever reason. So I'm curious to see if that is a thing today. But I don't really see any, for how sparkly it looks in the pan, I don't really see any sparkle on my lid at all. So I don't feel like that's really like necessary, at least based on how I'm applying it. I think she said in her video that she applies shadows like this sometimes with her finger. I do not. I always apply these types of shadows with a brush. The only time I ever apply shadows really with my finger is if they're like the pressed glitter formula or metallics. Those are the only ones that I do. Mattes though, because I will look like a train wreck if I do that. So I'm just like stabbing this right into my crease because I almost have to like form a fake crease because I have hooded eyes. So I bring up my shadows a little bit higher to give the illusion that I actually have the real estate that I would like to have on my eyelid. Let's see. They aren't necessary. Yeah, I don't feel like they are. I think it's pretty to look at, don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like they were. I think the palette could have probably done without it, but I'm not mad that they're in here, you know? All right, what do I want to do next? I definitely want to use the pressed glitter because I think they're fucking stunning. Let me lay down. Where's my MAC 242? Oh my God, I probably should have gotten these out first because I have no idea where any of my brushes are. There it is. There it is. All right, so I'm going to take the shade Strong or Story. Wow. Story. I'm going to go in with the metallic first. I'm going to lay down the metallic first and then top it off with the metallic. So I'm going to take Story, metallic. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to use my MAC 242 first. Okay, I need my finger. I could already tell because this ain't doing shit with my brush. Okay, that was a little better, but I had to like rub the brush in there. Just gonna throw this all over the lid. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys can all see that. It's there. It's just I have to pick up more product on my brush than I typically would. Like usually I could just go But this one, I feel like I have to like swirl my brush in it, which that doesn't bother me. Just one of those things that I just have to slightly adjust. But this is not the only palette that I have to do that with by any means. Oh, Carol, what are you doing? I missed what you guys were saying. All right, so I'm going to do, oh wait, what did she say? Brianna, maybe do your other eye totally different color scheme. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. That's what, because I never do like one eye first and then the other eye with the same look because I can't remember what the hell I did. So I'm going to do this eye with this color story. And then I think you guys can vote now. Do you guys want me to use the darker shades on the other eye for like a super sick smoky eye? Or do you want me to use the more burgundy color story? Let me know. So I'm going to take, same brush, 242. I'm going to take this pressed glitter, but I think I'm going to have to use, my brush picks it up a little bit. I think I'm going to end up having to use my finger for this because this glitter is probably going to get all over my face. Now, these glitters are not considered eye safe. Be aware of that. These are glitters, okay? These glitters can get in your eyes. Does that bother me? Not really. I used to cheerlead where we would use just pure glitter on our eye. I just make sure that I'm a lot more careful, which is why I would use not a brush for this because it's getting kind of everywhere. So when I do the other eye, like it still works with a brush, but you probably saw it like falling off the brush, kind of falling down, you know? So when it does that, it just makes me a little bit more nervous for my eyeballs. But the shade on this, I really like this like burnt orange color story, especially for fall time. So that's what this side looks like. Just based off like my first impressions on those, I'm like, it's a good palette. Like it's not bad by any means. Do I think it's like the best formulas that I've ever used just based on what I did on this eye? No, I think there's other palettes that would perform the exact same way. The main reason I bought this is because it's Tati. I love Tati. And another reason I bought this is because I figured a lot of people would be able to get use out of something like this. Not even just like average day-to-day people. Makeup artists, like this would be a total like bridal eyeshadow palette. No question about it. Let's see. So we got burgundy, dark, smoky, smoky. Okay, we'll go smoky because that's all I'm going to do on this side. Actually, I'm going to take the darker shade Ritual. We're going to deepen up this eye a little bit more. We'll take Ritual here, and then this will tell us too, like how these glitters will perform if you use like fluffy brushes, because I'm expecting to get so much fallout all over my face right now. And if I don't, I will be very impressed. I don't know why I'm not using this mirror. What the shit? Yeah, I definitely have fallout under here. I would definitely say if you're going to use the glitters, 100% do your eyes first before you do your face makeup, because it will get all over your face. Now, in most cases, you could just dust it right off, but when you're working with glitter, that will most likely stay with you for the rest of the day, which if I have an eye like this on with sparkles, if I get sparkles on my face, that doesn't bother me, just because I feel like it almost like adds to the look. I can't use palette mirrors. I have to use a big one. See, I don't really like holding my mirrors. Like this hand's already tired just from holding it like this. It's like, I feel like if they're like past a certain size, they really don't need a mirror, you know? That's at least how I feel. But like this mirror compared to my piece of crap vanity mirror, just the quality of this mirror is so much better. Like I could see myself so much clearer in this mirror compared to my little Impressions vanity mirror. So that's a bonus. There's definitely quality within this mirror. And I do like too that it does like lay flat. And she said like as you use it, you'll be able to, because I like when it can flip around, because I like to hold my palettes. I like to hold them like this. This is what I like. And the fact that it does this makes me very happy. But I know some people that's not really a thing. but I know a lot of people like when their palettes will lay flat, and this one does. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to hold it just like this because my hand is tired right now. All right, so let me take a little bit more of Ritual. This is just the matte brown. Yeah, like, it's nice. It's a nice palette. I'm enjoying the look that I'm getting out of it. It's working. It's blending. It's easy to work with. I'm into it. So let's see if I have better luck with the dark shades, because this could get real messy real quick. So I'm going to take first. I wish I had my new brushes out because they would probably be much better to work with this. I'm going to take this one first because I want to do, I'm just going to go hard. We're going to take the black shade and we're going ham. I'm going to take my Morphe E18 and I'm just going to punch this all. Okay, I need this mirror. When are some of your go-to palettes? Oh man, I could have a whole dedicated video on that. I actually did on my YouTube channel a video on my current favorite, or like my top 10 fall eyeshadow palettes. That would probably be a really good indication on my favorites right now. Palettes change so much though, because it's like always new ones coming out. Brave as Bridge going in. Fuck it, go hard. But this is definitely like a super black. Black. Holy shit. Now I will just apply this like messily because we're going to go in and blend the shit out of it anyways. But normally when I would do like a black smoky eye, this is like the term that always fucks me up because some people think smoky eye, they think of like something like this, like this is smoky, but I would consider this side more of like a cat eye where it's like lighter to darker and it gives you like the sultry looking eye. When I think of a smoky eye, I just think of like a color blown the fuck out. And that's where I'm like, I don't understand the term smoky eye. I'm doing what I consider a smoky eye. It's just one of those things. It's like, wait, I don't understand. But I'm just giving you my take on a smoky eye. Now, I don't want to go up too high because I'm going to go in and blend. And I'd rather start low and work my way up versus just going and having just a black eye everywhere. All right, so let me go in. I'm going to take my M433. I'm going to take that shade. Same shade. Actually, no. I'm going to take the shade Memory, but the sequin. So it's going to be this one right here. Tell me that just don't look like a bomb palette, just holding it up really quick like that. It's just like, oh, shit. You see all the sparkles, and you're just like, oh, it's so eye-catching. So I'm going to take that sequin shade, and this is where I'm going to focus it on. I'm just going to do that stabbing motion so I don't go too cray-cray. Are you guys enjoying this right now? I hope you are. Yeah, another situation I would never do an eye like this with my full face of like makeup on. No way. I would 100% be doing the eyeball first. Okay, I just felt like I think it's one of the specks of the glitter from the sequin shade. I just felt that go in my eye. So just be mindful of that. Like if you have sensitive eyes, which I do, that can happen. Which it might be, okay, let me say this. It could be from the sequin shade because I use the same brush on this eye when I was going on the outer corner. But yeah, that's definitely a pigmented ass black. Like it's crazy. I'm going to blow it off just so I don't get any of those little specks of glitter in here. The black is kind of performing a little bit odd though. I don't know if, see how right in my crease though, it's separating? That's a little bit weird. Because I've had other blacks where I've done this, like a lot of people will lay down like a liner and then top it off with a black like this, which that would work 100%. But I have like my Makeup Geek Corrupt shadow. I could just go in like this and I wouldn't have that little issue right there. So that's a little bit weird to me, but it's still a super pigmented black. But it's just one of those things I'm like, wait, this is just acting a little bit weird. So I'm going to take a more precise brush, which I'm going to end up covering this up anyways. So it's not, I'm not like pissed about it. It's just one of those things that I want to make sure that I'm telling you guys that it's something I'm experiencing. I want to let that like sit there like that and see if it does anything different. Ashley, what's up, girl? I need some cheering up. Make me laugh. Look at my fucking face right now. That should give me a good laugh right there. I feel like this bitch has got black eyeshadow all over her damn self. It's like it's doing something so weird. Let me know if you guys could see that. It's almost like it's like skipping in this little inner corner. Okay, it's good right now. I'm going to let it sit for a minute. So if you guys have any questions so far, leave them right now because I want to see if it separates as it's sitting here. Because I did set my lid, so it shouldn't be happening. Yeah, we can see it. Okay, good. It looks like it's okay now. Maybe I just didn't get it good enough, but that is so fucking black though. Oh my God. Might just be the lighting. No, it's definitely not. Like if I held the mirror up like this is a really good fucking mirror. If anything, maybe it's the mirror's fault because I can see so clearly. But it was like I could just see like my eye wrinkles. Like it almost looked like the base was creasing and then the shadows were creasing with it. But I had everything set like that it shouldn't be happening. How much fallout? Not surprisingly, not a lot with the black. I don't have any with the black, which is crazy. She needs to sell just a mirror, right? This is a really good mirror. All right, one more look and then we'll carry on. Yeah, like it's doing it again. It's like it picks up. I'm going to try to stay in focus. It like picks up on this inner corner in my eye wrinkles. And then even in my crease, it's like starting to crease in there. Motherfucker. I mean, we're going to cover it anyways, but it's one of those things I want you guys to know that this is something I'm experiencing. Can't see the difference between the sequin and the mattes. She should have had satin. I don't know. I think that's what like the sequins are supposed to be, like a satin. But it's one of those things where, yeah, like you can't really see those little specks of glitter. At least I can't. It's like fading. Yeah, it's like it's fading. So that's weird considering I set everything. So I can't zoom. I have a fixed lens right now just so it is like super crisp. So even if I go like in, I get blurry. I have it set right here so you guys could see. But yeah, it's definitely creasing as I'm wearing it. So that's a bummer. But we're going to cover it anyway, so okay. But just again, one of those things that I want you guys to know that it's something that is going on. Oh shit. Did I just fuck this whole thing up right now? Let me grab a different brush. I'm going to grab a clean brush or a somewhat clean brush. And I'm just going to dust the edges of this. Who knows? Maybe this will help even. That blowing out the edges of this one right now. It's kind of weird because now I can see like little specks of glitter. love you. And of course, I love the sparkly one. Yes, bitch. Jen, look at all the sparkles on the top. After 5 fucking hours with the bundle sitting in my car, just to be told so well after the website crashed. Oh, you're talking about the Jeffree Star? Yeah, I know. I just said fuck it. I didn't even order anything because I was so annoyed about it. My whole perspective on makeup is so different right now. If you guys didn't watch my recent live with Kara and Karen, it's such a good conversation between 3 content creators that are primarily consumers. It was such a good video. Difference in brush, maybe lets the glitter come through. I think so, because when I was using the more dense brush, I think too it was with the way that I was kind of sweeping it. If I was stabbing it, the sparkles don't come out, but as soon as I started sweeping, then I started to see the sparkles. I need to blend that end out because that looks like shit. Yeah, this is why I would never do what I look like. This is my face makeup done. All right, let me go in. I'm going to take the metallic. I'm going to use my fingers this time just because I'm kind of annoyed right now because I wish, I don't know exactly what I'm going to contradict myself a little bit because you know how I said I like when I could have my eyeshadows like this or the palette, how the mirror can flip all the way over. I want to use my finger with this black metallic. Yes, bitch. But then I'm oh, I got to unlatch the mirror and hold it like this because I don't feel right holding it like this because I don't want my shadows to drop out the bottom. Does that make sense? Hey, Kat, what's up, girl? So I'm going to just put this on the center just so you guys could see it. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. Grab a little bit more. I live for these types of colors. Almost like wet asphalt. Oh, yeah. I love that. This is a really pretty shade. This would be a situation where I would use my finger to apply and not a brush just because it's easier. And I think it gets a more metallic look than with the brush. So now that you guys have seen that, pretty, I like it. I'm still paying attention to that crease because that was so fucking weird how much that separated like that. Now I'm going to take this. Oh my fucking God, how gorgeous is that? Oh my God. Oh, bitch. Oh my God. That's so fucking pretty. Let's see. Any glitter that you use for the eye isn't technically eye safe because it does have the texture. Yeah, that's where it's just be mindful. These are not considered eye safe because they can potentially scratch your cornea. It's glitter. If it gets in your eye, it's going to irritate your eye. I mean, I think that's common sense these days, but you never know. It's like a disclaimer. You kind of have to say it. Right? That is a fucking gorgeous glitter. I honestly wish, just feeling the texture of this thing, I wish that she did just a mini palette of just those glitters. Those are fucking nice. So I just saw Jen commented, what palette is this? I missed it. It's the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals eyeshadow palette. It's $48. And then you've got mattes, sequins, metallics, glitter shades. Brand new brand, brand new launch. Who cares? It's pretty. I know, right? Who cares if it's not ice? Oh my God, that. I love that. I love this one, but I love this one so much more. And I almost just put that right on my face. As Teresa Dad would say, my makeup day is so hard right now. Yeah, hell yeah it is. It's fucking gorgeous. A mini palette of just the glitters would have been an awesome idea. I completely agree because to me, those are the standouts in this palette. If you guys want me to do a swatch party after, I definitely will. But primarily, I wanted to show you guys just with the shades, how they perform and all that fun stuff. I'm just going to throw a nude eyeliner in here, and then I'll give you guys a little update on what I think of the fallout situation, because we got some fallout going on. I probably should have did black on that side. Let's do black. Where's my black liner? Because that'll make it look better. I think I started to say this earlier too. This palette is currently sold out right now. But since it's been sold out, she did put a link on the website. I do have the link is in the description box on my YouTube channel. I don't know if it is on Facebook, but it should be. She has a link for pre-order right now. So if you are interested in this palette and you like it and you want to pre-order it, it's available for pre-order. It's just not out right now. Oh, I can't see the comment you just mentioned. Weird. Oh, it's because I forgot to pin it, and because I'm live on both my Facebook and my YouTube channel at the same time. All right, so let me go in. Let's go back to this eye. I'm gonna try dusting away this fallout right now. I definitely just said that I was gonna examine this situation right here. So I have fallout on both eyes. For this, for being a black smoky eye though, I do not have a lot whatsoever. The fallout I did have was right here, and it was because I touched my face like a dumbass. So I'm just going to try to... Whoop. Oh, I thought I was blocked by someone. No, I'm just live on both. We're multitasking. Yeah, so... This glitter is not coming off. So, again, do your eyeshadow before you do your face makeup. And then you shouldn't have that problem. Because it's not like fallout from me blinking. It's from me like applying it. Because it's like big chunks that fell off my brush. Okay, let's go in with... Where'd my little pencil brush go? I'm going to go back to this eye here. I'm going to take first the shade Ritual. And throw this on the outer corner. I'm going to go on with the shade Story in the Sequin formula. This is very, very pigmented. I would definitely dust that off before using it. That's a nice shade, though. I really like that shade. And then I'm going to take my... I don't want to use that one because I'm going to get it everywhere. And I'll take the shade Soothe in the Sequin and just blend this all out down here. Peel off mask. What does it say? Peel off mask, help get all the wild glitters that don't wash off right away. I feel like I just saw that recently on somebody else's video, like a hack video or something. Yeah. It's nice. I'm like trying to see how it, looks. I feel like I need more. I know I just saw Kara C come in here. What's up, Britches? Fucking love you, Kara. Okay. So that would be how I would finish that eye look. And then lashes would set it the fuck off. Now I'm going to take that pencil brush again. I'm going to take the shade Sequin Memory. Well, this one's pretty. Like in this, now that I held it this way, I could see like little pink glitters in that one. Same with the shade Aura. It's got like little pink glitters. The Poet. This one here, it's got little blue and green glitters. It's like the glitter reflex are different for all of them. I thought they were just like little silver glitters for all of them, but it's not. All right, let's take this under here. These blacks are freaking black. I can't get over how dark they are. I can't wait for my Tati palette to arrive. I can't wait to see what you think of it. All right, so I'm going to take the shade. I'm going to take Sequin again. And just blend this out a little bit more. I probably didn't need to add any more. Because I don't want to look like I got punched in the eye. Whatever, it's good enough. You guys get the point, right? I can't get over that freaking black glitter, though. That's everything. It's hard. It's so hard to find a good, true, deep black. This one's definitely deep. I think I don't know. I'll be curious to try it more because that gave me a real hard time. Like, I don't think I've ever had that type of situation happen. I'm going to throw some mascara on. I'm going to use my Too Faced Damn Girl. While I'm doing this, do you guys have any questions? Okay, so maybe I'm just being a boy, but isn't black supposed to be black? Barry, you just don't understand. That's every makeup consumer, what we're all saying to makeup brands. Isn't black supposed to be black? Barry. Oh, Barry. Some can be patchy. Kara, I wish you were on here earlier because that was something I was having issues with. When I did black all over the lid space, it was, I'll be curious if you have the same problem. So if you guys want to see more videos, Kara C will be getting the same one. It was like, if it was sitting on my, like I applied it and I was like, wait, it's like, it would like catch in my eye wrinkles. Then I would go over it to kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I'd wait and then it would do the same thing. It was so weird. I just caught like a glimpse of how popping my eyeball is on this side though. Let's see. I don't know if y'all watch Allie Glines, but she had a great tip for the sequin shades. Pat them on the brush and spray and pat them onto the eye. The glitter stay in place. I tried it today. I'll have to try that. Did you use a dark base? No, I just tried doing it with just the eyeshadows because that's where I'm like, because how pigmented it is, like the black is so fucking pigmented. But it's just that that little issue I had, but I wasn't like overly concerned about it because I was applying the glitter over it, but it was just one of those things I just wanted everybody to know about it. Because I don't personally like doing that. I'm curious about that with the sequin shades now. I'll have to try that. Let me take, I wish this had, or I could probably use the shade Aura in the sequin formula. Hold on. Let me get Aura. So it'll be this one right here. We'll see what this looks like in the inner corner. Actually, we could try that right now. Hold the phone. Let me get my spray out. Pump the brakes. All right, get it on the brush. Spray. And spray enough. Because I couldn't even feel the wetness. I don't know if I like that shade or not. We'll try it on the other side. I don't like this shade. It's not enough. I need more. It looks like it'll be so much more poppy. God damn it. Let's try Aura in metallic. We'll do the spray. Very subtle. Yeah. I still can't get over Barry's comment. Hold on. Like, I need to investigate this right now. Because it's like it's nice, but it's not enough for what I'd want. Let me try to take a different one. I mean, 99.9% of the time, I use my face highlighter for this. Okay, that's a good brow bone highlighter, but inner corner, it's just not like poppy enough for me. Oh, I just put that through like 8 different shades. But for your brow bone, so much reminds me of like a MAC nylon, except a little bit more subtle. I take that back. I do like it, but I wish it had more just, I wish it set it off more, you know? All right, so do you guys want a swatch party? Or are you guys over it? Because we've been here for almost an hour. I feel like I only want to really swatch like the sequins and the glitters. Oh no, I'll swatch them all if you guys want. I wasn't wowed by Aura Metallic. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't hate it, but I think the only purpose I would have for it would be for my brow bone. We're going to try something, though. We're going to try to use that for a face highlight. Pray for me, because this could be all bad. This could be a horrible idea. Now, I do have a slight highlighter on. I started to put it on. I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? So there is a little something underneath there. Just be mindful of that. Now, let's see. I'm like trying to look in my viewfinder. Like, how does it look, you guys? Oh! Okay, definitely serves as a face highlight. That's winning. Oh my god, I did such a shit job blending that eye. But whatever. We get the point. Yes. Okay, definitely a winner. So for the Aura Metallic highlighter. Face highlight, it's not enough for my inner corner because I like my inner corner to really pop. But for brow bone and face, yes, bitch. And it doesn't accentuate texture like at all. That was a win. Let me spray it again. Hold on. Just so you can see what it looks like after you spray. Because it does change the way that it looks, at least I think it does. Yes, bitch! We love a face glow highlight. That side looks better, I think. It's a first impression. Doesn't have to be first impression. Exactly. Exactly. All right. We'll let that dry down. Let's have a swatch party. It would look great on collarbones as well. Yeah, definitely. So all the other areas to highlight except for my inner corner is what I would like that for. So let me do, we'll do the mattes. So we have Memory. Let's see how much I can fuck this one up. Ritual. Now be mindful, you guys. Swatches don't tell you a goddamn thing. It's just fun. Sometimes I could like, I don't know, it's like when I touch the shadows, I could be like, okay, I think I'm going to have to work with this a little bit more. Like some of these feel to the touch a little bit tougher. Like the Soothe Matte, this one here, just by the touch, it did feel a little bit more tough. And then I'm going to do Poet. These shades are always, they're so hit or miss. I'm going to do that. We'll do it up here. Yeah, that was a horrible swatch. Super pigmented though, but a horrible swatch because of my knuckles. But those are going to be all the matte shades. I think Poet and Soothe were the two that were kind of like, they felt, I don't know, it's like the mattes don't feel super buttery, you know, like the super butteriness that we like to feel with mattes. These don't have that feeling. That's why I like swatches, just to know the texture of what I'm in for. Oh, I must have missed something. Oh, Kara. All right, so I'm going to go with the other hand for the sequins. So I'll take Memory. Oh my God, pray for me on this one because I usually can't do shit with my left hand. I really like that shade because it almost gives like the effect of like a slate gray. These definitely don't swatch the best though. Like Tati did way better swatches than I'm getting right now. Yeah, like if you're going into this palette thinking they're going to be super smooth and creamy, they're not. Like they're more of like a tough feeling formula. And these do have like, you can see like the little specks of the glitters in there. I really like that Story shade. I could see though where these would, like the glitters would show up more by applying them with your finger, but a shade like this, I just wouldn't do that. Nice. Now if Aura, this might have black with it. That one's a lot more creamy feeling than the other ones. And then Poet. Yeah, like I feel like if you applied these with your finger, you would see way more of the glitter reflect in there. So that is all the sequin ones. Those guys, I can't. Hi, Jessica. What's up, girl? I know, we're having a swatch party now. I really like all the Poet finishes. Same. I really like the color. Like, normally I would have done that color just because those colors look so flattering on my eyes. So now we'll go in with the metallic. So we'll start with Memory. I have to set this down. So we've got Memory on the bottom. These are going to be, these ones and the glitters are definitely the best. But just by touching that one black glitter, I'm just like, I would have liked just a whole palette of just those. Just because of how nice that felt and just smooth. These feel very smooth too. But for being a metallic, they're not like crazy metallic though. You know, like they are metallic, but compared to a lot of the other metallic shades that I have, they're really not crazy metallic. I feel like these are a lot more wearable for the more like everyday types because they're not so intense. Which with Tati, I feel like that's what she was going for. And that's why she gave you the option with the glitter, because that's where it's just like set it the fuck off. You know what I mean? So that's going to be all the metallics. Like they're nice, but they're not my favorite. Yeah, but this is like the glitters are definitely the standout in this palette. And I don't have anything in my collection like these. So it'll be this row right up here. And these are the, like, even the textures. It's so good. All right, so we'll do, just look at it. Here, we'll just do this really quick. And this is just me like doing like one swirl in the pan. It's nuts. So we've got Memory. And it's like you don't even need to do anything. This is Ritual. Oh, this is swatch porn right here. Oh, that one. It's like it all. Let me do that one again because that was a small finger. That was my pinky. But I really like the formula of these pressed glitters. This one's super unique. This is going to be the Aura one. This has so many different reflex in it. It's really pretty. Yes, but yes. Give me every damn time. Fuck me up. Yeah. If you're buying this palette, I would say these are, like, this is the reason to buy this palette right here. If you're not into glitters, I think there are other neutral palettes that you'd be able to get. I don't know. I think there's other better neutral palettes, but I don't have anything like these in my collection. These are gorgeous. This is, yeah, this totally sets it the fuck off. Stunning. I honestly would love to see her just do a mini palette of just those. Well, I don't care anymore because I have this palette, but if I didn't buy this palette, I would have loved to have seen her just do a mini palette of just those glitters because of how just beautiful they are. And they don't like fall out all over the place. It's like, it's so weird because you think like whenever you work with glitters, you think that it's going to be just like a hot mess because they're not ever pleasant to work with. This makes it so pleasant to work with and just so user-friendly and just usable. So I don't know. This is definitely the standout product. If these were not in there, I would say this palette's not worth it. Just because I have other neutral palettes that I love so much more and for the price tag. But since these are in it, I would pay $48 just for these right here because they're that good. They're that beautiful. They're that user-friendly. Like, fuck me up. It's so good. So if you guys have, do you guys have any other questions for me for this first impressions? I think we covered pretty much everything, but those are bomb. I enjoyed the matte. They blend very well. They do. And I like the fact that I think, let me put it to you this way. I have a big ass makeup collection. Okay. I'm very experienced, I would say, with makeup. So I know how to work and manipulate with shadows and everything at this point. But if I was a beginner, this is a perfect beginner eyeshadow palette just because of how just user-friendly it is. And it's not overly pigmented aside from that matte black. That's very, very pigmented, but they're very easy to work with. So it's like if you're a beginner with makeup or you don't have like a ton of eyeshadow palettes, like I have a whole drawer full of eyeshadow palettes. So that's why I'm so meticulous. And this is why I say in like the beginning of my first impressions, like take what I say with a grain of salt. If you hear me say something like that right there, if you were a beginner and you heard me say that, you're like, oh, okay. So maybe for me, it's not ideal, but for you, it might be ideal. So I hope that makes sense. I can't wait to see what the volume 2 looks like. I know. I have a feeling she's going to do like a purple palette. I feel like I always see her wearing purple, but I can't wait. I hope she does a cool tone palette because I don't know, I just don't have a lot of cool tone palettes, but first impression of it, I think I got my point across. I love the glitters. The mattes were okay. They're blendable, they're buildable. I'm just at the point now, like I like a more pigmented eyeshadow, but it doesn't bother me when they're not super pigmented as long as they blend nicely. Like that's a big thing for me. The sequins, I think we could have done without those, but I'll be very curious to try them, applying them with my finger because I think they'll show up a lot more beautiful. The metallics, they're not as metallic as I was hoping for just because I like a very like in your face metallic. But then again, I also can see that's why she put the glitters in here to give you that over top, like bam in your face. I feel like these are very wearable metallics for like the day-to-day type of person. So that is my natural first impression on the Tati Beauty Volume 1 Textured Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. I was just reading this. I wasn't sure if it said something about the glitters on here, but I don't think it does. I think it just said it in the video about how they're not eye safe. Not intended for use in the immediate eye area. That is on the sleeve of the palette. So if you guys don't have anything else for me, that'll be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do like it, make sure you like it, thumbs up, share it, all that shit. Other than that, I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys want to see me do like a purging my YouTube subscription? Basically like giving myself like a restart button, like starting over, because I noticed that since I started like listening and watching different channels, my like feed is in so much more of a positive light right now and I'm so loving it. So if you guys want to see that video, let me know. If you guys want to see a Sephora recommendations video still, let me know on that too, because I was going to do it and I haven't had time to, and I know it's like already started. So let me know if you guys want to see that. And other than that, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace out, my britches. Bye.